working gun on your home printer sounds like science fiction, but in 2013, this became a reality.
Slow receivers printed here, hooked it up to an upper and fired it.
I went to New York's first ever 3D printing exhibition to see just what the manufacturers of the 3D printers had to say about them being used this way.
Any kind of worries about the kind of things that it could print about people, for instance, printing guns at home?
Anything that you can really design, you could make, but we encourage more peaceful designs, but I suppose that is possible.
As well as printing, 3D scanning is also something to think about.
Where do you stand on 3D printing guns?
It's a very good question. I'm not opposed to it. It's pushing the technology. I think it's semi interesting, right? So we're pushing the envelope of what the technology can do. I think it likens to I hate to say this, but it almost likens to me like the porn industry, what it did for the internet. A lot of people do point to the porn industry and say that pushed and propelled the technology that's behind the internet today. I don't know if this is true or necessarily, but I'm wondering if the infatuation that many people have around the idea of printing guns will grow the technology behind 3D printing, and maybe they'll just get bored of it and move on to some really effective things and good things as opposed to what they're doing now.
A couple of weeks after the event, a 3D printed gun with every single part made from a machine was announced to the world.
Is there anything that Sculpture won't print?
There are some things. For example, if an object could be infringing copyright, where somebody wanted to create a replica of something that already existed, there could be issues to do with that. Also, for example, if something resembled a firearm or anything that could be used in that way, then Sculpture won't print it.
Have there been any issues with that happening?
I can't say exactly, but I think there have been instances when Sculpture basically regulates all the files that they print, so they do make sure that they check everything that they produce.
Regardless of what manufacturers do, 3D printing guns is not going to go away. So it'll be interesting to see how legislators deal with this over the next year.